we are going to start our fifth chapter of history, that is when people rebel. But everybody mute yourself. Wait, let me mute. Yes, mute. Keep your videos on. Yes. So today we are going to start our fifth chapter of your history, that is when people rebel. Okay. So till now in your history previous chapters, you studied that how British East India Company came to India for trading purpose. But after realizing that in India there is no proper management as such, and they are having ruler but they are not that much strong. So after fulfilling their dreams for trading purpose, they started conquering the territories of India. Okay, slowly, first they acquire a very small part of the region where there is no strong such ruler who can beat with them. Okay, like this, they conquer small to large area of India. Okay, in your second chapter, have you studied about all these terms, that how they conquer all the parts, small to big parts of India? That first they conquer Hyderabad, after that they conquer Awadh also, and so on. Okay, for the Awadh there was no such reason for acquiring Awadh under them, but the main reason was that Awadh fulfilled their so many uh, trading policies, or they cover a very large part of the area of the Awadh for their trading. So they don't want to pay any payment to the ruler over there, because if they are paying anything from their profit, it will reduce it will reduce their profit. Okay, so they don't want to pay anything as tax or something else which reduce their profit. So they acquire Awadh on the basis of the misgovernment background. Okay, they told that there is no management in that particular area, but the Britishers want a proper management. So that's why Britishers are taking that particular area under their custody. Okay, but there was no such kind of mismanagement in that particular place. So like this, Britishers frame their policy, that how they can acquire each and every territory of India which are beneficial for them. Okay, so this was the whole story which you have studied in your previous chapters. Okay, in this chapter we will study that now how people rebel against the British East India Companies. Okay, as you all know that when Britishers started conquering all these territory of the India, then the Nawabs who are already in the ruling form in these small states or in these small territories, they all lose their powers. Now they are not at all ruler of that particular power. Uh, Prior to that, there are so many kings, queens, or you can say they are having so many zamidars are also there. Peasants were also there, means peasants like big landlords are there who are controlling their complete village under them. So like this, the Britishers conquer or acquire all those territories under them. Okay, what happened after that? But some rulers were there who want to do negotiation with the Britishers. Okay, there was one policy which was announced by the Britishers, if any king is not having his male successor, then the particular territory or the particular region will comes under the British region. Okay, and by effecting that particular policy, Rani of Jhansi want to negotiate with the Britishers. She want that Britisher should provide permission to him that they can recognize their adopted son as the successor of their Jhansi. Okay, because they don't have, she don't have her real son. So she wanted that Britishers should recognize her adopted son as the successor of her kingdom. But it was not possible for her because Britishers deny for its negotiation. Okay, उन्होंने मना कर दिया. Oh my god. Yes. So like this, Britishers are not negotiating with anyone by whom they feel that they will take their territory back from them. Like they, just for example, झांसी जो रानी ऑफ झांसी थी वो चाहती थी कि उनके जो अडॉप्टेड सन हैं उन्हें क्या किया जाए एज अ सक्सेसर उन्हें रिकॉग्निशन मिले बट एज सच उन्होंने परमिशन उसके लिए नहीं दिया था. लाइक दिस इन द अवध ऑल्सो इन 1801 दे एनेक्स जो जनरल आपके थे गवर्नर जनरल डलहौजी. Okay, they declared that if any territory is not having male higher, then they will conquer that particular territory under them. So like there are so many policies which Britishers announced for conquering different parts of India on the background of different. But your videos are off. Keep your videos on. It's a request. So like this, Britishers conquered so many territories on the basis of different background. Okay. After that, what they did, you know, Bahadur Shah Zafar was the last Mughal emperor. Okay. Don't get confused over here. Aurangzeb was the last Mughal ruler, last powerful Mughal ruler. Okay, Aurangzeb was the last powerful Mughal ruler. But if the question arises that who was the simply पूछा जाता है last Mughal ruler, so it was yes Bahadur Shah Zafar. But if question is there that who is the powerful last Mughal ruler, so it was Aurangzeb. Okay, bache, so don't get confused over here. So what Britishers did, they arrest Bahadur Shah Zafar and sent to the jail in Delhi in the Red Fort. Okay, because Bahadur Shah Zafar was guiding to yes Krish, what is happening? Because Bahadur Shah Zafar was guiding to the general public that how they can protest against the Britishers. Do you have book? Everybody, do you have the book? Or
yes, ma'am.
Or should I share screen with you? Wait. Yes. So when the Mughal emperor so now when the Mughal emperor are not in the position to rule that particular area, then what they did? The Britishers conquered that particular area. Now the Britishers want that जो Mughal dynasty hai, they want it end completely. So for that, what they did, they remove the name of Mughal emperor and Mughal kings from the minted coin. जो भी coin उन्होंने mint किए थे, they remove their name from those coins. And in 1849, bache, you can write down these important dates because these are important for you. And in 1849, with this policy only, just wait. I was not actually expecting all these such activities from Ural section. Fine. Yes, I was not expecting. But okay, fine, no problem at all. So in 1849, Governor General Dalhousie announced that after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, there will be no any particular king of Mughal emperor. All the son or all the successor which they all are having will be just called prince. वो उन्हें किंग नहीं बुलाएंगे, वो सिर्फ क्या रहेंगे, पीजेंट्स रहेंगे. बिकॉज इफ दे विल बिकम अ किंग, सो जो मुगल एम्परर है उसका कभी भी एम्पायर का कभी भी एंड नहीं हो पाएगा. ओके, सो उन्होंने क्या अनाउंस किया दैट Now descendant will not recognized as king, they will be just called prince. Okay, now see what happened to the peasants and sepoys. How peasants and sepoy affected by all these policies of British empires. Now the Britishers are charging very high tax from the zamindars and from the peasants, and the peasants are not in the condition to pay that particular amount as a revenue to the Britishers. Okay, and someone.
Ma'am, your voice is breaking.
Voice is breaking. Just
Ma'am,
wait.
your voice is breaking.
Wait. Now is it okay, bache? Yes. Now is it okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay. Fine.
Ma'am, please repeat from 18.
From 1849. What I need to repeat, bache? Just tell me. Yes. Bache, see? Let me clear. In 1849, what जो गवर्नर जनरल डलहौजी थे, what they announced? They announced that Bahadur Shah Zafar is shifted out of the Red Fort in Delhi. Okay, and in 1856, जो Britishers थे, they announced that now the Mughal kings, after any Mughal king, जो last Mughal king थे Bahadur Shah Zafar, after the death of Bahadur Shah Zafar, there will be no descendants will be recognized as the king. All will be called prince only. Okay. So there is difference between dates, so don't get confused. 49 में जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे उन्होंने ये अनाउंस किया था कि बहादुर शाह जफर को रेड फोर्ट में शिफ्ट कर दिया जाएगा, बिकॉज इसके पीछे उनकी प्रॉपर पॉलिसी थी. ठीक है, क्योंकि वो जो भी नेक्स्ट जो उनके अपकमिंग डिसेंडेंट्स थे वो उन्हें नहीं चाहते थे कि वो उनकी गाइडेंस में वो उनके अगेंस्ट रहे. ठीक है, तो उसके बाद 1856 में उन्होंने अनाउंस किया कि कोई भी मुगल जो किंग है उनके कोई भी डिसेंडेंट्स होंगे वो किंग नहीं होंगे, वो सिर्फ प्रिंस होंगे. नाउ आई होप नाउ ऑल द डेट्स आर क्लियर टू यू ऑल. यस बच्चे? यस. Okay, fine, very good. Now we will discuss that how this policy affect peasants and sepoys. When we are discussing about the peasants, the Britishers are charging very high tax from the peasants for their crop or for their production, which the peasants are not in the condition to pay that much amount, because a very big amount if they are paying as the revenue, that particular amount is simultaneously reducing from their that profit. ओके, जितना अमाउंट वो एज अ रेवेन्यू पे करते हैं उतने अमाउंट से उनका जो प्रॉफिट है वो क्या हो जाता है, रिड्यूस हो जाता है. एंड इफ दे आर नॉट एबल टू पे दैट पर्टिकुलर रेवेन्यू और द लोन विच दे हैव टेकन फ्रॉम द ब्रिटिश गवर्नमेंट, then they will lose their land. Means the Britishers will acquire their land, and from that they will cover their loss. So this was the effect on the peasants. Now it's come for the sepoy. What happened with the sepoy? See, sepoy were also not happy with the British rule and regulation and policies, because they are not paying them proper salary as well as allowances, and the working condition of those are also not very good. Okay, so here is an example, or we can say here is an incident which happened with Indian sepoys, that in 1824 the Britishers told to the sepoy that they need to go to Burma by the sea route to fight for the company. In Burma वहाँ पे कोई इनका कुछ वॉर वगैरह का कुछ सीन था, तो वहाँ पे जो इंडियंस सिपॉय थे उन्हें भेजना था फ्रॉम द सी रूट, बट दे डिनाई टू गो ओवर देयर. जितने भी आपके इंडियन सिपॉयज थे उन सब ने क्या किया, मना कर दिया, बिकॉज दे ऑल वर लिविंग इन द विलेज, एंड इफ दे आर गोइंग फ्रॉम द सी रूट to the village to the Burma, then how they will earn their livelihood. अगर वो वहां से छोड़ के चले जाते हैं, then how their family will earn the livelihood. It was not possible for them, क्योंकि अगर वो वॉर के लिए जाते हैं. माइका फिर मेरी क्लास के टाइम पे रो रही है, चुप हो जाओ. क्या चाहिए? ठीक है, मैं आपको नई वाली सुंदर वाली पंखुड़ी दूंगी, पिंक वाली. जाओ जल्दी से, जाओ जल्दी से. But the students are coming. Wait. Okay. Yes. Now, so if they are going for the war, then they will not able to come back, because it's not possible ना कि अगर वो वहाँ पे war के लिए जाते हैं, so what will be the end result of that war? So that's why they deny to go for that. और इसकी वजह से जो कंपनी है in 1856 the company passed a new rule that if any Indians want to admit in the British army, then they should follow each and every rule and regulation
Hello.
which are for the
Ma'am, you are muted.
oh sorry बच्चे okay fine I'm repeating it again. So 1824 में जो भी उनका जो रूल था that they need to go to Burma from the sea route to fight for the company. When they refused to go over there, after that in 1856 company passed a new law that if any Indians want to join the British army, then they need to fulfill all the decisions and the all the laws which were followed by the
Mute yourself.
I don't know why this problem is happening again and again. Okay, now. Fine. In 1856, the British passed a new law that if any person want to join British army, then they need to follow all the rule and regulation followed by the Britishers. अगर वो कहीं भी उन्हें भेजेंगे, so they need to cover that sea route also. If they fulfill all the condition, if they are agree on all the terms and conditions, then only they can join the British army. Okay, so I hope now this point is clear that how peasants and sepoys affected by the British policies. Sorry for the minor disturbance in between the meeting. Clear bache? Okay, very
Yes,
good.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay, there is one topic discussed in your chapter, that responses to reforms. Reforms means changes for the betterment of social conditions. Okay, like you are having practice of sati. Okay, it was banned by the Swami Dayanand Saraswati. Okay, now you are having a complete chapter over that reform, so no need to explain it in detail. Just listen carefully that there are so many bad practices which were practiced in our society, like you are having sati practice, you are having girls education was not there, like this. Okay, but now you are having the practice of sati was banned. Now widow remarriage law is passed, girls education law was passed. So these all were the reformers, sorry, these all were the reforms which were passed by the reformers. Like reformers, you are having Dayanand Saraswati ji, and you are having Mohan Roy. Sati was banned by Raja Ram Mohan Roy only. Okay, so like this you are having so many reformers, okay, which helps the Indian society to they help in the civilization, and they also help in the to change the mentality and the thinking of the general public, that the way they are thinking for the girl child is not educate. Okay, they should encourage them to study, and they should encourage them to develop a very, what you can say, that they should can choose their own path, that where they should go. Okay, so reformer is a very small part of your chapter. In our next chapter we will study this chapter in detail. So let's come to our chapter, that now next heading is from Meerut to Delhi. Now the actual rebels started. Okay, now see what happened on March 29, 1857. Let me share screen with you. Okay. Yes, this is your, do you have book? Because picture need to be cropped.
Yes.
Okay, but I think this is okay for you all, because you all are having book. So बच्चे, on 29 March 1857 there was a soldier named as Mangal Pandey. Okay, he attacked on his officer, because of which they hanged him इन बैरकपुर. ठीक है, उन्होंने अपने ऑफिसर्स पे अटैक कर दिया था और जिसकी वजह से उन्हें बैरकपुर में क्या किया गया, हैंग कर दिया गया. मींस हैंग टिल डेथ, उन्हें फांसी दे दी गई थी. ओके, जिसकी वजह से जो जितने भी सिपाही थे वो सब, उन सबको क्या हुआ, नाउ दे फील दैट these Britishers are behaving with very, you can say what, they are behaving like very violence बहुत ज्यादा कर रहे हैं वो. ठीक है, कि किसी को भी वो किसी भी तरीके से बिहेव करते हैं. सो आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंड, the Sepoy regiment at Mera refused to do all the army drill by using the cartridge. Why they do so? Because all the cartridge, they were suspected that all the cartridge was coated with the flesh of cow and pigs, and if they are using that particular cartridge, this practice is against their religious system. Means they believe, they were Hindu, और हिंदू में ये जो आपका काव एंड पिग है, जो काव है, काव की तो एक वी उनकी तो पूजा की जाती है ना एक तरीके से. एंड इफ यू आर यूजिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर flesh for that cartridge, these are against the practice, the religious practice of that Indians. So when they came to know about that, then 85 sepoy were dismissed from the services because they refused to use that cartridge and sent to the jail because they refused to obey the orders. And this, ये सब कब हुआ था, on 9th May 1857. Okay, इसके एक महीने बाद ही देखिए क्या हुआ है. on 10th May soldiers marched to jail in Meerut, जहां पे उन सबको क्या किया गया था, उन सब सिपाही को पकड़ के रखा हुआ था. they march over there and they release the imprisoned sepoy. उन सबको, जिन सबको जेल में डाला हुआ था, उन सबको उन्होंने क्या किया, छुड़ा लिया. और वहां पे जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे उन्हें भी क्या किया, किल कर दिया गया. Now finally they announced a rebel against the Britishers. Now that they are not going to tolerate it anymore. Okay, after that what happened, on the same night all those sepoys went to the Delhi. रात रात में वो सब कहाँ आ गए, वो सब दिल्ली में आ गए. दिल्ली में आके वो सब किनसे मिले, आई एम टेलिंग यू इट इन वेरी सिंपल लैंग्वेज. वो सब वहां से कहाँ आए, रात रात में वो सब आए दिल्ली. दिल्ली क्यों आए, क्योंकि दिल्ली में कौन थे, दिल्ली में बहादुर शाह जफर थे. वहां से that we are rebelling against the Britishers, now what we should do. वो रेड फोर्ट आए. रेड फोर्ट आने के बाद वो बहादुर शाह जफर से मिले और बहादुर शाह जफर ने अब उन्हें क्या किया, अब उन्हें गाइड करना शुरू किया. फाइन. अब जो वहां पे रह रहे थे, दे फील्स कि अगर कोई भी इंडियंस उनके अगेंस्ट रिबेल कर रहा है, सो दे शुड फॉलो देम. उन्हें क्या करना चाहिए, उन्हें एनकरेज करना चाहिए. बिकॉज दे थिंक कि जब मुगल एम्पायर थे, मुगल किंग्स थे, उनके अंडर जो स्मॉल स्मॉल एरियाज होते थे, स्मॉल विलेजेस होते थे, वहां के जो स्मॉल किंग्स थे उनके अंडर में रहते थे, वो भी क्या करते थे, अपने एरिया के वो भी किंग होते थे ऑफ दैट स्मॉल एरिया. ठीक है, तो उन्हें भी लगता था कि अगर मुगल रूलर्स फिर से आ जाते हैं तो उन्हें भी अपनी टेरिटरी पे रूल करने का क्या मिलेगा, चांस मिल जाएगा. सो इस तरीके से उन्होंने भी क्या किया, जब इंडियंस रिबेल कर रहे थे उन्होंने भी उनके साथ मिलके उस रिबेल में उनके साथ वो पार्टिसिपेट कर लिया. ठीक है, लाइक दिस दे ऑल रिबेल अगेंस्ट द ब्रिटिशर्स. एंड जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे वो, उन्हें इस चीज का मीन्स दे कैन नॉट थिंक अबाउट दैट इंडियंस कैन रिबेल अगेंस्ट देम. बट उसके बाद बहुत सारी पॉलिसीज आई, बिकॉज इतनी आसानी से जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे वो इन सारी चीजों को होने नहीं दे सकते थे. ठीक है, सो इन आवर टुडेज क्लास वी विल डिस्कस टिल हियर ओनली. After that, the story which we are having in this particular chapter, I will discuss it on Monday. Okay, so I think these concepts are clear to you. And if you want to ask any question, if you are having any query, then you can ask me. Yes, bache? Any doubt, any query from your side?